California Life is happy to welcome Dr. Karen Halligan. She's joining us today to discuss the dangers facing California pet owners and her book, What Every Pet Owner Should Know, Prescriptions for Happy, Healthy Cats and Dogs. Thank you so much for joining us in studio.
Thanks, Heather.
And I have to tell you, I was amazed by that statistic. We had it on in the teas. 50% of homeowners don't even know that they have fleas and ticks. Is that true?
It is true. I had a woman come in the other day and she brought the dog in for scratching. This dog had 1,000 fleas on it, Heather. And I said to her, look. She goes, oh, that's what it is? And she lived in an apartment by herself. And if only 5% of the population is adults and the other 90% are larvae and eggs, she had a severe infestation. And she was clueless.
And the other sad part is maybe when they realize it or they think they have it, they're trying to do their own remedies. They don't want to spend the money to go to a vet.
Yep.
You know, they're thinking, oh, they're putting it off. I mean, do you find that as well?
Absolutely. And I think part of the problem was in the past, the most effective flea control we had was Frontline. And you would have to come to the clinic and purchase it, and it was expensive. And so what's so great now is you can get the generic Frontline, which is Pet Armor, and it's the same active ingredients, same efficacy, same safety, but it's half the price. We're really hoping that people will do preventative because it's so much better for your pets and it saves them money. And these poor pets, when they get infested with fleas, they're miserable. They can't sleep. So it's just a win-win having this generic Frontline Plus available, Pet Armor. So,
are you finding that it's more important to treat the pet than people just, you know, my house is clean,
right.
and I don't understand?
Well, it's a very good point. People think I put one dose of Pet Armor on and that's it. And that's not the case. It can take months to get rid of your flea population because the fleas lay the eggs on the pet and then they fall off into the environment. And like I said, 95% of them are egg, larvae, and pupae. Only 5% are the adult fleas. So what you want to do is you want to break that cycle by doing the Pet Armor every month. But if you do have a lot of fleas and you have a possible infestation, you have to vacuum at least every week, and then you have to take that vacuum bag and take it out and put it in something airtight because the fleas can jump out of it. You have to do the upholstery and wash the bedding, and you have to do the yard. So pet, yard, house, all three areas.
I know you have so many tips in your book, but what are some of just the biggest things people can do to make sure their pets are happy and healthy?
I think the biggest thing for me is what you feed your pet. Okay, one little piece of cheese can set a dog or cat into a life-threatening pancreatitis. I think that's the big thing. Like, cheese is not good for us. It really isn't. It's processed, and it's really not good for pets. And anything that you're giving them that we're eating is bad. You really need to get high-quality cat or dog food and feed in measured amounts. And you know, don't use food to love them. And it ends up costing you a lot in vet bills. And the pets now are getting fat. 60% are coming in fat.
Yes.
And there's no reason for it. And that leads to arthritis, it shortens their lifespan, and it's just the pets are getting heart problems. So you really need to keep your pets lean. And I tell people, you know, they've trained you when they do this, you know, and you give them a treat. Well, what did you just do?
I know.
You trained them to do this.
Yes.
So instead what you do is you play with them and woo, and have fun and hug them. And, you know, people feel guilty because everyone works and they come home and they want to just, love them with food. And they don't want that. They'd rather just go for a walk or have you play with them.
Just like your kids. They
just
want
like
the
your
attention.
kids.
Yeah.
I call it tough love, and your pets will live longer.
Well, all great advice. Thank you so much for sharing all that and coming on our show. And if anyone's interested in your book, we have it on our website, and of course they can get more information. And thank you so much.
All right, thanks, Heather.